Hello everyone, Arun here. In this session, we will be seeing MongoDB CRUD operations. So MongoDB is one of the most commonly used document databases all over the world, and it is one of the most popular NoSQL database. So in this session, we will be seeing create, read, update, and delete, basically referred to as CRUD, which is part of any DBMS. So we will be doing in our terminal. We need to start the service, sudo system ctl start MongoD, that will start our MongoDB daemon. Our password is data science. Then we need to start the MongoDB shell mongosh. So as you can see, once the Mongo shell connection is there, one prompt will come for test, which is a test database. So we will see what are other databases that is there in a default setup. So that been config examples and local. So a test is not shown here because currently there is no data in that. So once there is some collection or document in a database only, that will show within this show databases command. So basically we will see how we can create a database. To create a new database, you just have to give the name of the database. So that will take you to, instead of test, you can see that prompt changed to demo DB. But even now, if you see show DBs, no document, database will show there because we have not added any document. So there are two ways to do that. One is that you can create a collection. So basically MongoDB, the document, I will make it clear what it is in MongoDB. So it is unlike our PDF or Word document. The document in this NoSQL kind of setup means a set of key value pairs. Suppose let's say a document is a person. For example, consider a person, myself, name Arun. Okay. So the key value pairs corresponding to Arun will be like keys will be name, qualification, address, things like that. So name, the value corresponding to that key is Arun. Then qualification, suppose I have 2-3 qualifications, then I need to have like an array of qualifications. Each one will be again identified by a key value pairs. So like degree name, college, year of graduation, things like that. So like that I will have one sub document. So like that 2-3 key value pairs I will have corresponding to each of the qualifications. I will finally put everything in an array. That will be my one key value pair. Another key value pair that I can have is like address. So inside address, there can be like street name, pin code, district, state, things like that. So those are like key value pairs inside key value pairs. So that are called subdocuments. So like a document will consist of maybe an array of subdocuments, a set of subdocuments, and another key value pairs. So that is like unlike our normal document that we tell like a printout or PDF or Word. So don't confuse that document with the document that we are mentioning here. So a set of documents, like I have one document corresponding to Arun. So like that 10 people, I have 10 documents. So all those together I will call as a collection. So collection is a set organized collection of documents. So in a database, I can have like multiple collections. So as I told, only when you insert a document or a collection into a database will it show in the show DBs. So let's try to create a collection. So we will create a collection command. There is a collection db.create collection. You have to give collection name. So let's tell demo data be your collection name. So one thing to note here that by default, if we insert directly into a document into a collection, so that will create the collection automatically with the default options. If you want to change the default options along with this create collection command as a second argument, you can pass the options. So for that, you can refer the documentation. We need not worry about that here. So once I created a collection, I created a database. Now I can see whether show DBs it is showing. As you can see here, demo DB is showing. Now we will just see how we can like remove a collection and remove a database, and then we will proceed to individual document operations. So to drop a database, I have a command like db.drop database. So once I do that, if I show use DBs, nothing. That database as such is dropped, including all the collections and document in that. I will just create it once again. So use demo DB that will create, but again show DBs, now all collections are gone. So I need to like create one collection for it to like again show with used show DBs. So now it is again showing. Now suppose to delete a collection, I can use the command db.collection name, which in our case is demo data dot drop. So that will drop the collection. Now again, if I so show DBs, that is gone because now currently no collections and documents are there. So that is the creating and deleting a database as well as a collection. So now we will move further to how we can do the CRUD operations with this database. So CRUD, first part we will be seeing is create. So for create, we have two commands, insert one and insert many. So let's try it out. So let's assume we are creating a database corresponding to one person. It is demo data collection. So we will try to insert a single document first, then followed by like 2-3 documents how to insert. So the command that we will use is insert one to insert one document and insert many to insert multiple documents. So let's see insert one first. So we will use db dot collection name followed by command insert one. So inside that command I have to use with key value pairs within curly braces. So each key I have to put followed by the value. And if I want multiple keys, I can put them separated by comma. So let's say, so I have put a key where name, Arun and age 32. Let's insert that. So I will get a entry like acknowledge true. So let's try to like see like our read part, CRUD, read part of CRUD. Let's try to find, so the command for that is db demo data dot find will return me all the entries which are currently inserted. So that tells me that there is an ID which is automatically created, and then name Arun as well as age 32. So this underscore ID will be created, needs to be like unique for each entry that we add. If I want, I can even insert that when I insert the document, but it should not be like conflicting with any of the already existing underscore ID provided there, because finally the MongoDB database is indexed based on this underscore ID field. So we will try to keep it with the default things which is given by the system, which is some 12-byte data. So now let's try to insert like 2 dummy documents as well. So insert one, we will just put Arjun, age 30. Let's put one more document. Now if I see find, you can see that with another object ID, the name Arjun is added. Now let's try to add like 2 documents together. So for that, the command that we will use is called insert many. And the format is similar to this, but you have to like put it inside an array. So within square brackets, you have to put your data. So let's say the names are Arjun came. So let's put Karan. Karan age 30, and let's put the second array element, another key value pair, name. Let's say Ali, and age 29. So let's insert this so that 2 documents got inserted. Now let's see how the database looks. Okay, so finally I have like 4 elements in my database, Arun, Arjun, Karan, Ali, with their corresponding ages. Now one thing that you might have heard when you if you are read about MongoDB is that the schema is flexible. That means like when I want entries with name, age and all, I need not like have the same entries for all the rows or all the key value pairs. Like I can have different. For example, suppose I am having like name and age. Suppose some other person, I don't know his age, so I can just skip that. So let's say the next person I am inserting like for Kiran, and Ravi. So I don't know the age of these people, so I can just skip that age field, and I can call insert many or insert one. So now if I see the database, I can see that for the first 4 persons alone, age field is there, whereas for Kiran and Ravi, age field is not there. So since this is the advantage of flexible schema, I can have only that much entries that I want. So we saw the C part of CRUD. So R part, find we saw. Then there is one more command like find one. So that will return me any single data from this corresponding database. So with that, I can know like, okay, this is how the data is structured in that. And second thing about find is that similar to select, if you remember our MySQL database, find takes arguments. Like if I want to find or find, if I want to find the details corresponding to people with the age maybe 30. So let's say I want to have the details of only people with age 30. So I can just inside find, I can put like a query like give me data corresponding people whose age are 30. So that will return me like Arjun and Karan who we inserted with age 30. So like this we can have like multiple comparison operators, logical operators and all that we will see in another video. So for the time being we can search that we can like filter our rows based on these particular things. Now suppose I had ID, name and age here. Suppose I want to find only the name. Then I can use that as a second argument here. So I have to give it as name followed by a1 to tell that it is to be sorted in ascending order. So that will give me again only the name field. The age, finally, since I am searching for age, I don't need to see age again, right? So compared to this previous output, my age is not getting projected. So now suppose I don't want a field to be like printed. Like here I wanted only name, but name as well as ID came. So I don't want ID here. So what I can do is I can put a 0 corresponding to that underscore ID. I will put as 0 here. So then in the output I will get only name corresponding to Arjun and Karan. So this is one use case of find. Now comparison logical we will see in another video. Now we will go to update part. So let's try one find as well. So because two people we did not like put age. Now suppose later we came to know of their ages. So we want to like insert their ages. So I can command I can use is like update one. There's a command like similar to find many, update many also. So we want to update one by one. So we will just use that update one field. So the syntax is like db.demodata.update1. Then I need to have like two entries here. One is how to find the entry which I want to update. So let's say name Kiran. So then second key value pair that I need to give is what I want to update. So I want to set the age. So there is a command called $set to tell that I need to like set the age. Then inside that I have to give what I want to update, which field I want to update. So I will I have to update the age. So I will say update it as 35. So that will so let's try find. So as you can see, age of Kiran is updated as 35. Now similarly, suppose I want to update the search for Ravi, and I want to update age of Ravi to maybe 37. Suppose name of Ravi I want to update. His name actually is Ravi Kumar. I put only Ravi. So let's I can do that with again multiple key values I can add here. So I can add like Ravi Kumar followed by age. So again, if I run that, my name as well as age is updated for Ravi Kumar. So the problem with find one is that update one or find one is that it will return any random match. Suppose since in this case we had only one match, so it will update correctly. But if we have like multiple matches, it will based on how you search the database, it will update on a random thing. So if you want to avoid that, there are some other commands like with which you can filter or sort and select the ones that you want, like find one and update, find one and delete, things like that. So that is outside our scope, so we will not go through that. Then we saw create, read, update. So similarly, update if I want to remove one field. Similarly, if I want to remove the field that I added now. So let's say we want to delete Arun's age. So I can again call update one, name I can give Arun. Then instead of set I can call unset. So that will remove a field. So I want to remove the field. Now the value here is dummy. So any value I can have here. So now once that runs, if I find again, we can see that Arun's age is gone from the database. So set and unset are like common update operations. There are other things also like push, increment and all. that if you want, you can like explore further. So we will go to the last thing, that is the delete operation. So let's say if I want to like similar to our insert one, insert many, find one, find, update one, update many is also there, with which I can like update multiple entries together. For example, I have multiple entries with name Arun. I want to update all those together. I can call update many. Then the last thing is delete. Delete also, delete one and delete many are there. So we will delete one to delete one entry alone. Delete many if I have multiple entries corresponding to data and I want to delete all. So we will try that. So again, similar to our previous thing, I need to pass a key value pair here. So let's pass how to find the entry to delete. Let's say delete the entry corresponding to Arun. So delete one or delete many we have to specify. So delete one. So that will acknowledge true. Let's print the data. As you can see, Arun is gone here. So similarly, let's delete all the entries with the age 30. So that should remove Arun, Arjun and Karan. So let's modify this for delete menu operation. So instead of this thing, we can say age 30. So that should delete Arjun and Karan from the database. True, deleted count 2 you can see here. If I find, now my database only Ali, Kiran and Ravi Kumar are there. So now we will like clean it up. We already saw the commands to like drop the collection demo data dot drop. Okay, now show DBs. Our demo DB itself is not there because it does not have any collection or document. So that concludes our basic CRUD operations in MongoDB. So like find, comparison, logical, etc. That advanced things, aggregate functions we will see in some other video. Okay, that's all. I'm signing off. Thank you.